Alright, so welcome back to you all. Happy New Year. Just a little day hike to blow off the cobwebs today. It's the 3rd of January, I think. And as you can see, it's a beautiful day down here in Devon. Nice little break in the weather for a couple of days. So I'm going to do a little loop starting near Pork Hill car park, just down the road. We're going to do the old Quarryman's Path, or the Quarryman's Path, a loop up to Middle Staple, Great Staple, round the back of Coxtor, probably up Coxtor, we'll see how it goes, and back to the van. Yeah, I'm just going to see how it goes. It's quite a late start. It's 11:15 in the morning, and obviously it gets dark pretty early, so hopefully I'll be back before it gets dark. So let's go and see what we can see from the tops there. There's absolutely no wind. It's about 1-2 degrees, something like that, so it's a bit chilly, but yeah, nice way to start the new year. Alright, in a bit. So, kind of frosty, a little bit of a road walk to get from the car park to the start of the path, Quarryman's Path, but like I say, what a stunning day. 2nd and 3rd of January, look how beautiful it is out here, you know, amazing. So I'm really looking forward to today. Haven't been out for a while, for a hike at least, or you know, and the weather's been pretty oppressive. The last few days we've had a few storms over the last couple of weeks, one of which came in as I was just on a wild camp with Lee. I'll link that video wherever it's going to be, put a card in on the screen, with Lee from Burton Outdoors and the bivouac experience, old knick-knack bivouac, give a dog a bone. Yeah, so here we are, beautiful day, freezing cold on my hands already, and let's get to the start of the path, shall we, so we can so we can not risk getting run over by some car skidding off the road on the black ice. Got down to about, at my house, which is still pretty remote but not as remote as this, got down to about -2, -3 overnight. So like I say, it's pretty frosty this morning still, and however, driving here, some beautiful, the scenery is just beautiful when it's all like crusted with white, like from the frost. Anyway, gonna get on with it. I'll see you when I see ya. Right, so first tour of the day. Oh, as you can tell, I'm out of breath coming up the hill. This is Middle Staple, so the middlest of all the staples. There's a little and a great. So there's a few people over there having like a lunch break, I think. Must be getting on that way, but it's just so yeah, here it is. That over there in the distance, I believe, is Tavistock. Look at it. Beautiful day today. a fair few people here, so I'm not going to hang around. There's a few flat spots actually. I might have mentioned that in one of my previous videos. A few flat spots, and you can actually wild camp at this one. Okay, so that's Great Staple over there. That's Cox Tor over there, and I think we're just going to go in between the two. Possibly, I can't really remember. I went over there. Maybe that's Ruse. Anyway, I'm gonna head over that way, probably round, maybe up and over. But this is the backside of This is the backside of Middle Staple. All right, so desperately trying not to break my ankle on this nonsense. Look, surrounded by Rocky Balboa. That was Ruse Tor. Great Staple is off to the other side, off to the right of Middle Staple. Anyway, so heading down towards, precariously down towards that sort of body of water there, which I think is just like a, I don't know, it's just happened naturally. It's not, you know, like because of all the water we've been having. I'm going to wait. These rocks are very slippery at the moment because it's obviously they've been wet and the frost, and it's quite solid underfoot, but I nearly went over twice already through slip sliding away. Anyway, so Cox Tor over there, which is where we're heading, and the options are like a buffalo girl round the outside to the other side, round. I'm not sure if you can see it in the distance because this DJI zoom's not amazing, but over there's a car park. That's Pork Hill, so I'm basically about, I don't know, half a mile to the left of that car park. So we can either go, like I say, round the outside, and then I had planned on walking up to Cox Tor just to bag it and back down again and then home. I'm gonna see how I feel when I get down to that water. I think it's quite a steep one, Cox Tor, no matter which way you go to it. So, oh, there we go again. Anyway, gonna zoom out for a start. So anyway, going to put you away for a second because I'd rather not call the emergency services for a broken ankle because I'm stupid, but you never know. Well, you do know. That would be a silly thing to do. So as I've just been coming over that section, which is super quiet. I know I can see a couple of cars, you can see a couple of cars behind me, but super quiet, not a breath of wind, and some beautiful colours of the bracken. Excuse me having a scratch. The bracken, like the autumnal like brown of the bracken, because it's dying off, ready for the new stuff to come through in a couple of months. And obviously, you know, it's a new year. It's a new year. It's time for reflection. Okay, take two. Sorry, just missed a turning. Very nearly went off on my own. I've actually walked down this part before. This is part of the Dartmoor way, and I'm sorry the sun's behind me, but it's quite nice to have the sun at your back for the most part. Anyway, that section that I just did, which was ultra peaceful, like I said, and so stunning. It was like I was the only person in the world, and we've had the winter solstice, which obviously means that the nights are getting longer. Sorry, the nights are getting shorter, the days are getting longer, which means more light more of the time. And today, because it's so peaceful and remote and sunny, it's made me think about the new year. And what I know we're only on the 3rd of January, but days like today sometimes I get a bit soppy, I suppose. And I'm trying to think more about gratitude and what I'm grateful for. So what I'm grateful for today and so far this year is being healthy enough to be able to do things like this. I'm grateful for the beautiful sunny day that I'm experiencing today. I'm grateful for the messages that I had over New Year. I'm grateful for the friends that I've got. I'm grateful for my family, and although some of them are a little bit under the weather at the moment, I'm grateful for how generally in good health they are. And I'm just grateful for Dartmoor, and I'm grateful for being in Devon, and I hope that I can carry feelings of gratitude on for the rest of the year. I hope that I can continue to do things like this for the rest of the year. I have become a January cliche. I have joined a gym because I feel that I should do something about my health, or my fitness level, not my health. And the other thing that I'm grateful for is my ability to cook some of the world's greatest poached eggs. I had 2 this morning before I left. So my ability to do those has improved, and now I'm smashing it out of the park, 4 times out of 5. So that's something else that I've achieved in the last sort of few months. Yeah, don't want to bang on, don't want to be soppy, but I'm trying to change my mindset to one of positivity. So anyway, let's just turn you around and show you what I'm looking at right now. Again, another beautiful scene. what trip to Dartmoor would be complete without seeing some of the ponies. Semi-domesticated, I believe. They're just let to graze. I think some of the farmers do look after them, but for the most part they just graze around. It's important that you don't feed them. You just let them get on with their lives, because otherwise they get used to people feeding them and they come closer to where people hang out, which means they come closer to roads, which means there's more danger of them getting injured. So a little detour, as is customary. The navigational system, all trails, OS maps, whatever, both of them show a path back there which leads through a locked gate. Now there was a sign that says public footpath, however in the field were a couple of horses and the gate was locked, so I'm not sure whether it was a legal detour or not really, so I had to walk up a road down someone's driveway, but I also found a gate back out into the national park, so it didn't say it was a public right of way, it didn't say it wasn't, so apologies if I upset your morning or afternoon, I should say, probably now. And it should really have brought me along the bottom of here, and I would have cut up through the path behind me and then met up with this one where we're going now. So yeah, again, it would be great if All Trails, OS, farmers, whatever, got together and agreed on what's what. Nevertheless, stunning day, sweating a bit now. It must be up towards the double figures of temperature now, if not already there. Sun's beating down. I think I'm probably a mile or so from the car. In fact, 2 seconds cooler, I'll tell you right now. So we are just about to okay, so we've done 4.3, so 2 miles from the car, roughly speaking. Nevertheless, this is a pretty decent little walk actually. Be quite a good one for a little quickie. There's a little bit of up and down, which is good. It would be quite good for a repeated training hike. Maybe load up a bit more. As you know, I always carry a fair bit of stuff just in case anything untoward happens. Link to the other video in the description or up the top there. So yeah, maybe this is the one for a regular basis, just as a little run around to improve the fitness. Witness the fitness. Oh. Alright, so back at the van, as you can tell, I've got changed. I always have a warm, fresh set of clothes, well, at least top half anyway, dry set, in the back of the van for when I finish, because as you know, as I've mentioned once or twice, I'm one of life's sweaters, so yeah, my jacket, I only had a dry fit layer and my jacket on, my Helicon Tex anorak type, you know, pullover type thing on, and I am actually, both those things are absolutely soaked through. So great hike. So we managed to do 5.7 miles in 2.5 hours, and that was with an elevation gain of 801 feet. Not a great deal, but it's enough to get the legs going and the lungs going. One bit of bad news is my what are they, Mindel, I think they're Bhutan or something like that, Mindel Bhutan Gore-Tex leather boots are giving me hot spots on, well, just a hot spot currently on my left heel. They're about 4 years old now, 3 years, 4 years old, 4 years old. It may well be time for a change, because if I can only do like 5.5, 6 miles in them, and before I start getting blisters, maybe it's time for a change to something else. They're great boots, but I can't have that. The problem with Dartmoor is you never know what you're going to get. Some routes are really boggy, some today I could have probably got away with trail runners. Anyway, I'm going to sign off here. I hope you're all having a great new year so far. Thanks for tuning in. Fingers crossed for a great year for everybody this year, 2025. Let's be positive, let's remain grateful for what we've got and what we can do. Like I say, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. It's not a subscription like Disney Plus. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much. Peace out.